Before we begin, lower the lights, turn the sound up, and come sit beneath the baobab with me. What you are about to hear is an old story. It has walked across centuries on the tongues of griots. Tonight, it walks into your ears. This is the tale of the Denkiemkiemfu, the cleansers. 14 warriors born not of blood, but of sacrifice. Born to drive the Shadow Eaters back into the cracks of the earth. If you are ready, let the fire settle, let the night listen, and let the story begin. Long ago, when the sky still leaned close enough to hear a mother's lullaby, there was a land called Kwadwono. A wide land, a sweet land. A land of tall millet, fat cattle, and songs that made the moon pause. But peace is a calabash left too long in the sun. It cracks without warning. First came the famine. Crops curled black in the fields. Rivers shrank to cracked mud. Children were born thin as reeds. Then came something worse than hunger. From the deep places beneath the earth, where no foot was ever meant to walk, rose the Abosomen, the Shadow Eaters. They were not men, yet they wore the shapes of men. They had no faces, only hunger. Wherever they passed, joy curdled, love turned to suspicion, and brother raised spear against brother. Villages burned for quarrels older than grandfathers. Kings slaughtered their own blood for thrones already rotting. The people cried to Nyankopon in the sky, silence. They poured palm wine and tears to Asasaya, the earth. The earth only trembled and gave no answer. In the darkest hour, the 7 great queens of Kwadwono, each ruler of a mighty clan, journeyed to the oldest baobab in the world. Its name was Mami Odom. Its roots drank from the same waters that fed the sun. Beneath branches heavy as sorrow, the 7 queens laid down their golden stools and spoke with one voice. We have ruled wisely. We have fed the orphan. We have honored the stranger. Why, then, has the land been abandoned? For 3 days and 3 nights they waited. No food, no water, only tears. On the dawn of the 4th day, the baobab itself spoke. Its voice was the grinding of mountains. Daughters, the Creator has not forgotten you. But the sickness in the land is older than kings. The Shadow Eaters were born when the first lie passed between siblings. They can only be slain by hearts that have never tasted hatred, never spoken falsehood, never struck in anger without cause. Such children are not born in ordinary wombs. The queens wept, for no such perfect hearts walked the earth. Then the tree continued. Yet there is a way. Each of you must give what is most precious, not gold, not cattle, not your crowns, but the years yet to come. 7 queens, 7 remaining lifetimes. Offer them willingly, and the Creator will forge 14 warriors whose hearts will be clean as the first rain. The queens looked upon one another. Some had ruled 50 seasons. Some had many children already. But the land was dying. Without a single word of doubt, each queen drew her royal dagger, cut a lock of her hair, the symbol of life, and laid it at the roots of Mame Odom. We give freely, they said. Thunder rolled across a clear sky. The earth shook like a drum. The trunk of the baobab split open, like a womb. And from within stepped 14 children. 7 sons tall as young palms. 7 sons straight as arrows fletched with light. Their skin shone like polished bronze and onyx. Their eyes held the calm of deep rivers. Around each neck hung a single bead woven from the hair of the 7 queens. The oldest boy stepped forward. His name was Osei Kofi. Mother Queens, he said, we know why we were born. We are the Denkiemkiemfu, the cleansers. We will not rule kingdoms. We will not marry. We will not grow old. Our work is to walk the land until the last Shadow Eater is driven back into the dark. When that day comes, we will return here and sleep inside Mame Odom until the world needs cleansing again. The queens embraced their strange, perfect children, and their tears turned to cowrie shells as they fell. Then the 14 set out. Wherever they walked, the Shadow Eaters fled like smoke before wind. But the creatures were cunning. They hid inside the hearts of men, inside greedy kings, jealous priests, warriors drunk on old grudges. So the cleansers did not fight with spears alone. They fought with truth. In the kingdom of Doma, a king had murdered his brother and started a war built on lies. Osei Kofi walked unarmed into the royal courtyard at dawn, carrying only a calabash of water. "Drink," he told the king. The king laughed and drank to mock the boy. At once, his tongue swelled with truth. He confessed everything before his court. From his mouth burst a Shadow Eater like black smoke. Osei pursued it across the sky on feet that never touched the ground, and sealed it in the sacred hill with a song his mother queen once sang. In the village of Senya, a false priestess grew fat while children starved. Akosua Pinamang, first of the warrior daughters, brought a mirror made of still water. When the priestess looked, she saw every hungry face she had robbed. She vomited gold that turned to locusts and flew away. Another Shadow Eater rose screaming. Akosua bound it with the bead from her neck and drowned it in the tears of the children. One by one, kingdom by kingdom, hut by hut, the 14 walked the length and breadth of Kwadwono. They never drew blood in anger, yet no army could stand against them. They never lied, and so no lie could hide in their presence. 7 times 7 seasons passed. The land grew green again. Children were born laughing. The people almost forgot the time of darkness. On the final day, the youngest warrior, Abena Afi, found the very last Shadow Eater hiding inside the heart of a small boy who had been taught to hate before he could walk. She knelt before him. "Little brother," she whispered, hate is heavy. Let me carry it for you." The boy cried. With every tear, the Shadow Eater weakened. When the last tear fell, the creature slipped out like a black snail and tried to flee. But all 14 were waiting. Together, they sang the song of the 7 queens. The Shadow Eater shriveled, turned to ash, and the wind scattered it so completely that no 2 grains ever met again. Their work was finished. The 14 returned to Mame Odom. The 7 queens, now ancient, frail, radiant, waited beneath its shade. One last embrace. "Do not weep," said Osei Kofi. "You gave us the years you would have lived. We have lived them fully." One by one, the warriors stepped back into the trunk of the baobab. The tree closed like a mother's arms around sleeping children. The queens lay down beneath its shade, smiled, and breathed their last. And so the story ends where it began, under the baobab. To this day, when greed, lies, and small cruelties begin to poison the land again, the people return to the oldest baobab at moonrise. They pour libation. They sing the song of the 7 queens. And sometimes, just sometimes, in the rustle of the leaves, you can hear 14 young voices answer, "We are still here. As long as one heart remains clean, the cleansers will awaken again." So remember 3 things, my friend. Speak truth. Carry no hatred in your chest. And when the land has need, be ready to share your years willingly. For that is the only way the Denkyem Kiemfu can ever be born again. The fire is low. The night is listening. The story is yours now. If it touched your heart, leave it in the comments for the ancestors to read. Subscribe so the old stories never die. And until the next tale, Akwaba. You are welcome beneath the baobab anytime.